Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on this display options. So as you can see here, we have supported display resolutions, and we have supported window modes, and here we have supported we have this FPS limits. So we are going to work on the UI part first, then we are going to work on how to actually apply these settings in the next episode. So let's see how to initialize this UI today. And this episode is sponsored by these generous patrons. Thank you very much for the support. Right, so far we have worked on graphics options and we have implemented all these settings, and today I'm going to look into display options. We haven't implemented anything in the display options yet, only the graphic options. Right, okay, so let's do that today. So let me open my UI gameplay options as display option. Right here, okay, this is what we have for the display option, and for the display option we need the resolution and the window mode and FPS limit. Those are the three things I wish to add here. So first let's add option line. It should come in this vertical box. Option line, actually we need 3 option lines for display resolution. And window mode and FPS limit. Right, if you don't remember what this option line is, actually that is another widget that we have already implemented before. So here we have this text component and 2 buttons to go to next and previous options, and the selected setting value here. So it's like low, medium, high, epic type of a button. So we have some options, some events set up there to initialize this option line. So I have already shown you this step in previous graphic options, in previous videos that we worked on graphics options, so you can look into that if you don't remember. Alright, so first here let's add the proper names. In the event construct we can, let's get references to each of these buttons. And here we can initialize option. So let's just only add the names for now. Let me collapse this. Let's call it init options. resolution. Let's call it resolution, or let's, I think better to call display resolution. And the next one is window mode. Let's call it window mode. This should be capital. This one, FPS limit. Right. Right. Now shall we see how this looks? Here we have these three options, but they have this low epic settings, but that's not what we need here. We need for display resolution a list of supported resolutions, and for the window mode we need a windowed, full screen and borderless, and FP limits we can have like 30, 60, 90, 120 or unlimited options. Okay, and also I think we should have some distance in between these options. So let's say let's add some padding from the bottom. What's the padding we have in the graphic options? 20 from bottom. Let's have the same here. Right, now how do we get the list of available display resolutions? Get supported full screen resolutions. So we have this option. I think we can use this. So here we have a set of resolutions. Let's see how does it looks. Getting this first element. Okay, we have X value and a Y value. Right, so here we have in this option line we have 4 levels: low, medium, high and epic, and this is the way I have set those levels and then respective names for levels. So I think we can't go ahead with this structure. We need to have, let's say, an array to store these levels, so then only we would be able to override the levels with supported resolutions or any other option for that matter. Right, so this text, let me promote this to a variable. Actually this is just to easily create a text, and I'll promote this to an array. Okay, and let's call them option values. Oh no, sorry, this is called, I call this level, so let's call it option levels, and by default I'll add 4 levels: low, medium, high and epic. So instead of doing a selection like this, let's get a value using this lever and set the text. Now it should work in the same way as before, even though we have slightly changed the structure. See, it works in the same way for these two also. Right, now let's add another event to override these option levels. Oh, actually we have this initialize option, but right, and this logic also we have to modify slightly. So instead of 4, we have to get the length of this array here, and here too. And what's this? 3 and minus 1. Alright, so this minus 1, right, this one should be actually the length of the option levels minus 1, so that's 3 if we have only 4 values. I hope that is clear for you. Right, shall we check if it works as the same way before? Yeah, no issue. Okay, now let's add another custom event, override options. So here what we're gonna give is these option levels directly, like this. Okay. Oh wait, what's this note? Right, no value will be returned by reference. Parameter option levels. Okay, let's discard it for now. So what we are going to do is, we have this set of supported full screen resolutions, and we can make an array of option levels using these resolutions. So I think it would be better if we promote this part to a function so that we can have some local variables as well. Initialize resolution. Right, now here we have, oh wait, how come I have 2 executions? Oh, I can't. Right, so once I got this boolean, if this is true, let's put this aside, get these resolutions and do for each loop. And for each element, if I split this, we can have element X and element Y. Using this we can create a text. So let's append this. Now let's just have a text. Let's have a local variable first. Let's call it resolutions. It should be in the type of text, and also it should be an array. So here we can add, let's use add unique just in case. We can't just use this. Can we append? We can't. Okay, then let's do a string append in here. First one is x, then the next one is multiply, that means x, and the second value is y. So in this way we can build a string. For example, if the x value is 1920 and y value is 1080, so we can have 1920 by 1080, and let's add it to the resolutions array, right? Then when this is completed, we can again get reference to the resolution and override options. And as the options, I'm gonna give resolutions. Then finally let's call initialize options, and as the selected level, actually we can't use 3, we have to use whatever the current resolution. Well, shall we test this? The display, yeah, we have this. Oh, we have these options now. Okay, and they are working. So the next part is we need to know what resolution that we have at the moment, right? Actually there is another option called get default resolution. No, not this one. We can get game user settings, and here I think there is an option to get screen resolution. Right, here we have. Okay, now we can we compare this? Yeah, now if we can compare this with this currently check-in with this current x and y, then that is our selected level, the relevant index, but we need to have it in the initial format. Okay, so let's break it like this and connect, and then we can use this pin to comparison, for the comparison. Okay, now if these two are same, the current screen resolution and this whatever the number comes from array as the from this supported screen resolution, that index is the index that we need to use here as the default or current already applied option. So let's promote this to a variable. Let's call it current resolution level, and I think it would be enough if this is just a local variable. Oh, we can't move to the local variable, so let's create one, and it should be an integer. Right. Okay, now we can use that here. Right, see, we have already selected 1080p resolution. Okay, right, now for the window mode also, let's promote this to a function. Let's call it initialize window mode. Right, now here actually there is an enumeration, a window mode. So yeah, we can do a for each window mode. Then let's again we can define a local variable in the type of text. Let's call it window modes. It should be an array in the type of text. Right, now let's add an element. So can we convert this enumeration to text? No. Can we make it to a string? Yeah, we can, but we can convert a string to text. Okay, now that should work. Right, after that we can use the window mode reference and override options. So as the options we can give these window modes, and as the selected option again get game user settings, get window mode. Oh, that's a default one. So how can we access the current window mode? I think this full screen mode. Get default window mode, get full screen mode. I think it's the same. Get full screen mode. Okay, let's try that one. This returns window mode. Okay, so we can actually do a comparison like before. If this window mode is same as the full screen mode, if it is true, if it is true, is there a way to access the index? There is no index in this for each loop. Why? Okay, it's alright. So we can determine the index based on the length of this window modes. So if the length is 1, that means 0 is the level. So we can always get the current index by subtracting 1 from the current length of the window modes. Then let's promote this to a local variable. Let's call it selected window mode. Selected window mode level, or let's just call it selected level. We don't need longer variable names. Selected level. Okay, shall we test if that works? Yeah, it is working. Window full screen. Okay, and we have to do something about this length. Okay, right, the other option is initialize in the frame rate limits. Let's collapse this one also to functions init fps limit. Right, here also let's get game user settings. Frame rate limit. No, I don't think there is something called supported frame rate limit or something. I don't think there is such an option. So here let's override options. And as the options, let's make an array. Let's say 30, 60, 120, and unlimited. And here as the selected level, I'll give 1. Okay, now let's see how it looks. Okay, 30, 60, unlimited. Alright, so with that I'd like to stop this episode. So in the next episode, let's see how to actually apply each of these settings. And here we have a slight problem where this window full screen, because of the length is too much, this deforms like that, but let's fix that also in another episode. For now I'm gonna stop this episode here. Well, what if I increase this to 400? Decide width. Then would that look alright? Let's see. Still no. Oh wait, am I using two different? This is option line. This is auto. Right, anyway I'm going to stop here. So thanks for watching, and if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon Club. Link would be in the description below, and see you in another episode. Goodbye, and as always, project files will be available for the download. Link would be in the description below.